Hi guys! Well, we're back with the poop story. We are going to continue from a couple guinea pig poop shape that we discussed last time. And this time we'll go into different shapes of poops, healthy and unhealthy ones. And also I'll talk about my own story so that you guys can get a better idea of how to take care of your guinea pig based on the poop shape. Alright, let's start! The fifth type of guinea pig poop is smelly and or mushy type, liquidy type of poop. So guinea pigs might be having diarrhea, which is a serious condition. You need to take your guinea pigs to vet right away. And another reason might be something a little bit more mild. They might just be having too much vegetables. So as you guys may already know, guinea pigs' main diet is hay or grass, which should take up about 80%, 90%, 70%, something the majority of their diet. The vegetable needs to be some sort of a supplement, so you can't give them too much. The rule of thumb is you need to give about 1 cup of combined vegetable volume per day per guinea pig. But as they grow and as you gain experience and as you observe their poop, you will be able to find out how much vegetable you should actually feed them per day. So try to adjust them accordingly while observing their poop. The sixth type of guinea pig poop that I'm going to talk about is a bloody poop. Bloody poop is something that you should never have, and it is a serious condition, obviously. They might have some sort of laceration or some sort of a big problem within their gut or on their anus. Regardless, if you see blood on their poop, please go see a vet and get them examined. The seventh and the last type of poop that I'm going to talk about, I probably should have talked about it first, is the healthy poop. So you're probably very familiar with your guinea pig's healthy poop. The color doesn't matter as much. It's still dark brown but slightly lighter color. Sometimes they can get a little bit more black. It really depends on what they have been eating as well. So if you have been eating something a little bit more red to their veggies, typically they can get a little bit darker. It depends on what they eat. But in terms of the consistency, when they first come out, they're slightly wet most of the time, but as long as your bedding is there, they will dry out pretty quickly, and when they are dried out, they're not easily mushed or squeezed to something flatter shape. So it is very important for guinea pig owners and parents to observe your guinea pig's poop, because guinea pigs tend to not show when they're sick or express their sickness as well as other animals like dogs and cats. Guinea pig's poop is first sign that you're going to see, and based on the poop condition, I would suggest that you observe their behavior, whether they're moving less or maybe they're eating less often. Maybe they have been going to a spot they usually don't, for example, middle of the cage, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I've covered all the different shapes of poops, and now I wanted to share something a little bit more personal and my own experience. Right now, I have Rue and me, but prior to Rue and me, I had 3 guinea pig girls named Peanut, Tofu, and Dumpling. If you have been following our YouTube or our social media, that you are probably very familiar with them. Peanut, Tofu, and Dumpling, they all lived about 6 years, which is around their lifespan, more or less. Personally, think I did my best trying to keep them healthy as well, but I wanted to share what happened in their last moment and their poop condition, so you guys are aware of what you need to do when this kind of condition starts showing up. So for example, something common among Peanut, Tofu, and Dumpling is when they, I think at least couple months before they were going to pass away, they started showing signs in their poop. So Peanut, Tofu, and Dumpling, they never showed a clump poop before. Always their poop has been healthy, round, oval shape, maybe sometimes a little bit mushy, sometimes tear shaped, but never clump poop. When I went to a vet, what I realized is when your guinea pigs get really old, and especially toward the later stage of their life, close to their end of lifespan, or their overall body starts to function worse. So they don't have enough strength on their anus, or they start having gut problems, so all the poop start coming out together instead of getting cut, and then coming in a right shape. So if you have an old guinea pig, let's say 5 years old or 6 years old, 7 years old, and you start seeing this clumped poop, and I think it's time for you to go see a vet a little bit more often, and perhaps just know that they are really getting old and potentially it's toward end of their lifespan. I mean, I'm not saying that anyone should give up on them, but when you see that kind of condition, make them really comfortable, put special attention to how they're moving and observe them a little bit more often. Well, that's the end of the poop list and my poop story. I hope that was enjoyable and entertaining, and also I hope it was informative for you guys. Well, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll come back with new fun topic in the next episode. Well, remember to subscribe, press the like button, and hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye! And what mood they're in exactly.